Welcome everyone to another Linux live stream here, building a Linux distribution, developing, debugging, maintaining, updating everything, not everything, most things here live on this channel. My Ryzen 750X is busy cross-compiling all this good stuff. We are now at 30 freaking mind-blowing and probably Guinness World Record winning architecture supported everything between Alpha and x86 with ARM, MIPS, Spark, PowerPC, and a little bit more in between. And we have, so that would be that, right? Stuff is building. One bug was on my own, one major yesterday there. But otherwise, lots of bugs and improvements. This is basically so far the change summary that I need to verify, but plus minus, since only the interim release, like maybe I should, because we had 22.9, our top secret interim release, of course relative to the resistance 22.6 it would be even more, but just in 1 month, or like nearly 2 months, over 1,000 changes, 1,574 packages, updated 95 issues fixed, and 51 things like patches removed. And data continues, our AI bot, right, previous video, our data AI bot continues to contribute most of the changes, and tool changes this time mostly LVM Clang as we had the interim release. Maybe I should, that is the thing, maybe I should not do this interim release because DistroWatch didn't want to cover it, and then our change summary looks too little. Anyway, due to my own bug of our cross-compile, post-install fix-up stuff, messing up Firefox and potentially certainly some other symlinks, afterwards you're always more clever. I'm rebuilding everything, which is of course what I wanted to avoid, but now we do that. So that is what we are busy with here, right? 5 up to usually around 5.4 gigahertz. Also, I just closed the window because some kids are playing outside. So with an open window, it's boosted. If your ambient temperature is a degree or 2 or 3 lower, then you get more boost. This would not be such a stream if we wouldn't have some things to do. With all these changes, I still have quite some changes. Yeah, I shouldn't build on an USB 3. Hello, performance, USB bus saturated. Ironically, I have also, by the way, I probably, can this window go away there? Why is there why is there a setting window? Can we somehow remove that now? There it is. I have some changes laying around here, including TWM, also no disks. But wow, this performance really suffers right now. Ironically, I have the latest and greatest PCIe 4, what was it even? Western Digital 850X or so. I have the latest and greatest high performance SSD in there. Why I'm not freaking using that? The reason I'm not using that is I have all my system on my portable rotary SSD, which I probably should move there. What was that? Package no disk, alright, SVN add. Today also so much to attention to detail and dedication. Today I noticed with installer, obviously I test install it again and again and again in QEMU and stuff. Database is locked, hello? That the installer from good old-fashioned times printed the disk number from 15 years ago when you really had more than one CD. What is he freaking with my... Why is this database... What? That is funny. Maybe I shouldn't have run this. We have some comments. Let's see what sounds like. 42. Yeah, 42. How's my 0 frames? 3 point something. But want to talk about T2 on the next event in November. Part of Tuxtage, Germany. Online Linux event. Sounds like I could do that. Online is always good. I'm actually sitting here with not a paid advertisement, but Aspirin. Am I allowed to show that on? It's the second time I have with some cold, although we mask up like crazy, but yeah. But yeah, so this is why online sounds good, and in person I would still, because I'm tired of getting shit. But yeah, certainly could speak somewhere. Let me know. You have my email right there in the link, or otherwise YouTube certainly could present our stuff. Of course, this build variants, I mean, as crazy as it is, maybe I should actually support, or not, we actually support that. Maybe I should actually build an ARM big endian, ARM EB. Probably should I be as crazy as just testing that last minute? I will release that like maybe in 2 days. So basically it's like we are done, and we will commit this next. So basically I fixed all major bugs I knew. Why does this take so long? Strange stuff. Do I have some stuff here open? This usually didn't happen for me. Oh, there's some SVN-ST running. Oh wait, don't tell me I have this in the background. I'm so clever. What I want to say, it will still be due to this really unfortunate bug I had there myself. It will still build for another 24 hours, and one architecture, especially without Firefox, will only take 2 hours. So actually, what is actually the total build time? Total build time 30 architectures by 2 hours. Actually, I could have done that in my head, but that is actually 2.5 days. Although some are way faster though, so I guess we can call this 2 days of release building, because AVR32 is so old. Old GCC builds faster, not all packages supported, maybe not even building Xorg, and so other uclipc stuff. So yeah, probably 2 days. And what I wanted to say is maybe it is worth to build a ARM big endian variant. I think I have a ARM big endian firewall box from a customer project from 15 years ago in the office still. I should probably try if that still boots up. You know what, we could make this ARM 6 EB. And then we, just for the testing, for MIPS we do that already, so that would be, also probably I should do that at the end of this list. Oh wait, initially once upon a time we had here 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, that's what I thought. Let's do this exotic, old vintage and otherwise alternative stuff last. And ARM v6, let me, somehow the ARM people named it differently. On MIPS it's, this arch triplet is MIPS EL, MIPSEL, MIPS endian is little, and I think ARM is BE ARM because obviously if there would be a system in that stuff, that would be too easy. That only needs here some conditionalizing for arch arms, QEMU. Do we have, what is the QEMU for ARM? ARM-EB. ARM, I guess that even works, right? QEMU system. Why do we not have system ARM? Or does it? Is it based on the CPU there? Okay, whatever. And what else do we need there? We need Arch. So basically, if that ends in Arch, like that. Arch. So recently someone said have everything in parentheses. If that matches. Big endian. Actually, we could write the simplified. Then I wonder though if Firefox has big endian ARM support, maybe not. Probably very few. The only big endian devices I know about were usually network appliances. ARM version 7. And remove the... Oh wait, can we do that? Oh no, darn. No, we can't do that because we use this name further on actually. So maybe because we would still need, we can't alter this variable because we use it for the ISO name. So I guess maybe just remove BE here. Probably should work. Trailing EB. So I had here these options. So what did I had? Arch, ARM, version 6 BE, right? If you have such a load, so we are loaded here 115, and if AMD and Intel watches this, or some ARM vendor like Ampere and stuff, yeah, we could have some 128 threaded monster, obviously, for this loads, right? That's also why I'm live streaming from my MacBook here. Interactivity suffers a bit with such a embarrassingly parallel Linux distribution compilation. Here, oops. Oh, this is test. I wanted to check. So this is a new build that I just made up live on this video because dedication. So that is ARM. Okay, this opt did probably not yet work. Endian is EB. Oops. Yeah, I need to build. This is I guess we wasted quite some. Also, we are so embarrassingly parallel. Also, Rust is running. Yeah. But it's impressive with this kind of dedication over 25 years and 3 years live on YouTube. What you can get out of only 64 gigs of memory, right? People like the XORG Foundation or Elon Musk would throw, although Elon Musk probably doesn't have money anymore, but like the XORG Foundation spending, what was it, 60 something, $80,000 for equipment. Like, yeah, all you need is 64 gigs of memory. And on my other workstation in the office, Ryzen 1550X, I actually have 96 gigs of memory. So with this 7950X build, the new build, the last month, I even have less memory, right? Because I don't want to hurt performance more of single and multi-threaded performance with this memory. So I can't plug in more memory modules. I tried. So I made the best out of that with actually adding new options like TempFS size limit options, because with this load I couldn't build all of this in TempFS, right? We would have Linux overcommit memory and this would hurt performance or eventually deadlock and swap to death on PCIe anyway, at PCIe 4 SSD. So yeah, if you apply clever engineering and some thinking and like out of the box thinking and stuff, also it's relative, of course. You don't need to build in TempFS either, but building small stuff still in TempFS, of course, gives me still the performance uplift there, plus avoiding some wear leveling and write cycles on the SSDs, as I like to use them as long as possible. So something with this BE stuff. Where is my... Why did this not... Should this not work with... Ah, wait, BE... Mipsel, Big Endian. I'm getting confused with all this. I said the right thing and edited the wrong thing, maybe? Is this even the right terminal? So, oh, why did I even... I wanted... ARM version 6, we said. Yeah, this is of course not looking like 4 gigahertz performance. 5.4. Probably need better contacts at Intel and AMD. So BE, right? BE. So only typo here, last minute typo there. Oh, wait a second. Mipsel, actually I did this wrong. Confusing stuff here. Oh, wait. Big Endian. What did I... I'm getting confused. First I say it right, then I do it wrong. There's my arm. Hello. Maybe the MIPS people named it like this to sound better, like mipsel. And the ARM people named it BE because natural pronunciation of Big Endian. Anyway. The crazy thing is supporting, I mean, it makes no sense to support each crazy combination that nobody ever will gonna use. But there's certainly some more popular ones. So if we like wanted to, but why is this EL and BE? Actually, they also call it ARM-EB. Yeah, what confusing. I thought it was somewhere different. Yeah, we add so Endian is big Endian. So I'm confused that too many options already. At least that looks right. So EB it is. Pro tip, first check this stuff before you do it 3 times differently. So, and then we have still some things to commit that I gathered here over the last days. Oops, nothing like a typo there. Ugh. My day is going great, right? How is your day going? Yeah, that doesn't still substitute because somehow EB. Endian is big, it looks like it should though. Version, oh wait, did I, maybe I, no, Endian is big. EB. That should substitute to, why does it not ARM version 6 EB? Not sure if that is version 6 EB. No, it substitutes to ARM version 6. Ah, wait. Ah, there's an A missing. Ah, darn it. ARM version 6. Or is it? Ah, no, we had no ARM. That's I'm getting ARM version. Oh, we add this A internally. ARM version 6. No, it should work like that. Ugh, I hate when such small things do not work. ARM version 6 EB. What am I missing? Didn't press the arrow key. Oh no, I pressed it. Just the Wi-Fi was too slow, I thought. Because I didn't see the cursor moving. Is it a typo? Is it just a typo in... Don't tell me we found a typo in... the ARM CPU. Maybe I... Did I had a dash A in... Oh wait, here I have a dash A. Oh shit. That is annoying. Okay, how do we actually want to do that? I guess we want to path that down one-to-one, but that also means that I probably built ARM version 7 wrong. Actually, we have 2 there. Yeah, it is what it is. I will map this one-to-one. Always when you leave stuff out, it's always annoying, and then you always need to have glue code everywhere. That means this one here is wrong, which is not ideal. It looks like shit now, but I don't know, that is not ideal. But it's just naming, who cares about... It's just humans who see that, right? What? Oh, that failed already for some reason. So we want version 6A EB. Why is that ARM version 6 without... What the heck have I scripted there? Ah, you know what? Ah, darn. More complications. Because I use the other dash as... I use the other dash as C library separator. Oh, man. Okay, I guess we change this. This is also then too annoying because as you see, I have your dash UC ellipse and stuff. So yeah, this is okay. Too annoying that is. But that also means we need to last minute change. Nothing like last minute changing stuff here, right? The only thing is... Nah, what complications? Changing that here now is a little bit annoying. I think we remove so many. Yeah, that is if the names are silly and then you move that throughout all your code, because here we remove the dash. Would we ever need that? Famous last words. I mean, we are probably with T2 Linux always in... Maybe we leave it here, that is too much fragile stuff for me now. Maybe we leave this as it is. And maps this one-to-one, because who knows what. I mean, theoretically, you could use T2 to build fully freestanding system firmware. So maybe I just map this here in my build all front end. Like maybe, did I have your underscore arch already? And and then somehow match if I mean, basically all, I mean, we need to nearly always accept ARM version 4 and 5. I mean, either does, the question is, does that match? I mean, it should this match? But these details, even I at times need to check. Like ARM version something that actually I guess it should 5TE. Alright, this is not regular expression, right? Why is this not? Alright, because this thing this can't be in quotes. Alright, this is stupid. So ARM. So basically, does it match? I hate the Apple German keyword stuff. Okay, this does not match because it doesn't end in that. So basically we could ARM version, so if it's something without a prefix, then add it. And otherwise not. So yeah, I guess. Does grub? What do you mean grub contain if variables? So yeah, arch here and then, oops. If that doesn't have any a prefix, then add it for now until we need something else. By the way, someone, was it Duff Duck? Was it you or was it you who said recently change T2 to have all variables in parentheses everywhere or so? If yes, then why do you have that opinion for readability or consistency or portability? Then please further comment below. I'm interested. I could imagine from the consistency and readability standpoint, but please elaborate. So arch arch-a, right? And then would you also, for your coding style, always want quotes around it for reasons? So is that finally should be it, shouldn't it? Maybe we also should add here more command lines to my internal driver, which is build. Actually, start with configure or config. Build. ISO tests, and then if you specify something explicit like only config, then build ISO tests. So we want ARM version 6 EB only wait, we didn't code this yet. Oops. Oh, actually, I think I should go to bed. It's my aspirin. Ah, still have aspirin. Config targets, so that would be build. Oh, come on. I need a better, actually I have a better keyword. Why do you use always the most garbage keywords alive on this channel? So, ISO, then mkdir, touch. Why did I do that? I don't. Maybe I did this for me to see which ISOs have 0 size and then are missing or something of that sort. So and then test, so that would be, actually, you know what, we can already, if tests also, and actually okay, if tests, what did I add here? And Q, and okay, Q, or that, and let's disable that for now because this test suite stuff is not fully. Oh wait, so, but now let's see if my new option works. So what do we have? Arch, ARM version 7a. There is some shit happening. What do we do there? Not a valid build. ARM version 7a. Arch, what's going on here? Ah, yes, also, this is process. Process ID is not very helpful. I guess let's try that again. Wait, we also don't want to have this with this bloody A. So ARM version 7, A edit, ARM version 7A. There is still, so this config does not yet fully work. Config build ISO. Did I mistype that? That is here. Build ISO tests. Because I probably assign the variable. Yeah, very clever. Very clever shooting myself, but we can fix that with putting the whole stuff in. Problem solved. So ARM version 7, ARM version 7a. That probably should look good. slightly wonder something is scratching there in this new build. I wonder if it's the pump or the fence. Because that is obviously running at 100%. Maybe I should open the window, that always helps with cooling. Why? What is this doing? Test of tests. Config build. But this was without typo, wasn't it? Tests and what did I do there? Maybe this was sleep actually. That is of course. We probably want, if we specify options, we probably don't want to sleep there. Which other options would that be? Only that? It's obviously irritating if that is. Yeah, immediately you see, you open the window and half a degree there, and with my fan curve right now, because I probably have 32 degrees, 100%. But now there isn't the scratching noise. But it doesn't make sense. These are NZXT fans, they're not that bad. Maybe the air pressure is moving a cable. Maybe I have a cable somewhere hanging. Maybe it's the sound of, I would hope at least. Yeah, you open the window. Yeah, 1K, 1 Celsius, soon. I always said, right, so many times I said in our Discord, if I build in the night in the office remotely when I'm not there, then it's boosting higher. So 15950X did this, the 7950X boosts. Obviously this stuff boosts higher with lower temperature. So we wanted that, version 7, version 5 TE. It's now more than 1K already, more than 1 Kelvin. And last but not least, 6 BE. No, EL. EB. Oh man, it's abbreviations. Now I only need to delete the right configs. ARM version 6EB. ARM version 5. And all -A. Version 5 TE 6. So it's super confusing now. Now we have 6 TE because some bit extended and stuff, and 5 BE. It's a bit confusing, all this mess that is this stuff. Wait a second, we also have version 6 AEB. That is also complete garbage. So good. Do we also have builds of that? Actually, all I wanted to do in this live stream is commit the last things. Now we digressed here for 30 minutes or so for even more crazy ARM variants. There is some version 6 BE nonsense that we probably can delete. And we should have... The only question is, did I correctly... No, I didn't. So ARM... Actually, I can wipe the whole build of ARM version 7a. That was not using the right configuration option. Wait a second, why is this 5T? Because it should be 5TE. What did I do there? Maybe I didn't update that. Probably I didn't update that here, huh? That probably must be the reason. Okay, so far so good. Then we can soon, hopefully build this. So that should be 5T. Did I not run this with config? Ah, I didn't. But this still says... Oh no, this now says ARM version T4. ARM version 6 BE. Let's first did we do the others? Yeah, we did the others, alright, so this should be ARM version 7. And 6. Don't tell me I again confused the... Oh wait, I think... Oh, I'm really messing up this big endian shit. probably deleted the wrong one earlier. Question, does 30 architectures include more, or is it combined with the already available ones? Well, all in total, right? Not like 30 more. That we already had 25 fish, 26 fish. So did I finally? And that is why you automate the stuff, right? Each time I type this, I make a typo because I'm really getting confused with all the historic stuff. So 5TE76 EB version 5TE. Why is this? This is somehow not right. Oh man, how long can I get this wrong? EB. I guess theoretically is not already. Oh, wait a second. Because I think the underscore, did I not previously write this differently so much to falling over my own? Maybe that is the issue. Because this wasn't the very, maybe not a valid variable expansion there with the underscore. That probably was the thing. And that's why we test it, and that's why we script it, not like some people sometimes set here on this channel automation causes bugs or whatever nonsense. You'd be alright. Hey, the load is down to only 61. ARM EB minimal desktop. We'll see if that builds. EB6 7EL. So finally, this is done. Man, what a pain! This took way longer than it should. So we have plenty of things to commit, which is actually what I wanted to do is the usual stuff. I wanted to commit some stuff and then get distracted with. So yeah, I should build on a freaking high performance NVMe. It's like this is already Spark Station 270 performance, which I wonder how massively clobbered this freaking USB drive is. I guess 1000 transactions per second. 6 megabyte here, 12 megabyte there, 2000 transactions per second there. Of course, crypted. Folders encrypted because of reasons. Okay. Alright, because it didn't. This is, of course, the worst case, like Linux header. Yeah. Okay, so. stuff to commit. For one thing, I improved some things. I also will make a poll whether you find it reasonable that we still ship TWM by default, at least in the minimal Xorg. In the other, maybe we should actually, in as much as I hate it, I mean, the irony is I used Blackbox for 15 years or so. But even I don't really use it anymore, right? Because I now use mostly Sway, which you might love or hate. I will probably make a poll if you find it still reasonable to ship TWM. But at least maybe in the minimal Xorg for like vintage systems, like a Spark Station, that makes sense. I wonder if, at least for minimal desktop stuff, I mean, we ship Blackbox, but that is certainly also completely non-standard. Maybe I should finally stop doing that, especially as I don't use it myself. The question is then what to use for the minimal Firefox desktop. Something like, what is the GNOME default thing nowadays? Is that like... Yeah, the problem is GNOME Shell. I will not make this a default. This is a pain to build, let alone cross-build. Let's see what ArchWiki has to offer. Yeah. I guess it's finally the year of the Unix desktop. At least we have enough window managers. Man, are this many. Not all. If you want to have something to do playing along at home, Patch is welcome to package some more. For simple window manager for Xdefault fallback used by Xorg since 1989. Yay! Exactly the right thing for all vintage and retro stuff, right? Is this Metacity things? Metacity? Was that GNOME 2? Flashback sessions? There's Mutter. Manager for GNOME based on Clutter. Question is, how many dependencies does it have? But on this system I don't have I think I not recently update a lot of dependencies? No, that didn't feel fully built. I wonder if, by the way, there recently was a new Pixman also. Now it's getting a little bit fresh. A Ryzen 7950X cannot heat the room if you leave the window open. At least not in autumn. So maybe Mutter, maybe that is some reasonable thing. The question is how many, like, of course now I don't have a cross build. I mean, we could, let's use our trusty Asahi Linux Apple Silicon M1 Max thing here. And let's see, how much do we need to build? Oh, by the way, how's my battery? Because I don't have a power outlet free here. I need another power extension. That probably should be enough to build some stuff. Oops. Yeah, dependency hell. let's see if we just like depth none and just mutter and like maybe verbose for the views, and let's see what we get. Oh, I have mouse pre. Let's see how much stuff it really needs, just trial and error. And now that we have so many architectures, configurations, a building, okay, that was graphene. Okay. If it needs GObject, then that is not, unless we can disable that. Because we can't, the problem is we can't, or nobody can cross-compile GObject. There are hacks, if like not cross-compiling, but cross-emulating that with QEMU, which is a pain in the butt and slow and stuff. I rather stick to true. Like if stuff is not true cross-compiling, then it's, in my opinion, kind of not worth it. And I like perfecting, like as I finally have perfected my own Linux distribution, only 25 years of time. Like everything that is, I mean, everything will build if you just put a little bit of work at home and maybe like elbow grease and patch and stuff. Everything will build, like if you emerge all those dependencies. But for me, like, yeah, I rather work on my microkernel and low-level compositing window, like multi-server user space compositing 3D graphic subsystem and stuff. Everything else, patch is welcome, and like there is so much I can cross-compile for you, right? Like with this crazy list of window managers, yeah, there's a limit of how my builds are doing. Do we have everything under control? It's probably the first time I've not. I had customers for ARM, Big Endian ARM, 15 years ago, but it's probably the first time. It was building, but it's probably the first time I built Big Endian ARM for 15 years. So it probably will build maybe a small thing to last minute fix. Here I wanted to quickly check if this can be disabled. So is it either in... No, it wants this hard dependency, so... But it here has introspection, so... Why does it... no, this is not. Actually, I was wrong. I'm everything G. All this ARM stuff already confused me. Did someone already correct me? Someone asked, T2 uses Portage. No, T2 uses our own source built package management stuff, written in shell for high performance and high easy readability and so on. So actually, I was wrong. I was matching GObject to GObject introspection, but of course there is GObject. So it actually has an introspection option. So actually there is hope that maybe we can get this cross build. How does this even look? Not use this in. So yeah, if you Google for that, you probably find all kinds of random secure match. How does this thing even look? Actually, maybe not too bad. So yeah, then it is. Do we have conditional for? No, we don't have yet for introspection. So this was Graphene 2. Graphene. Nah, or just Graphene. What I want, so this install is some, yeah, open source is moving fast, right? Only continuous change and regressions. This install is, do we have NeoFetch here? is it too much? All I wanted is a T2 version. All I do is quickly image NeoFetch. Could have, of course, quickly catted the... but of course, that looks better than just catting ETC SDE version. So I really hate that this shows as Red Hat VirtIO GPU. Anyway, so yeah, 2021. Actually, this freaking installation already is getting a freaking year old. Wow. Anyway, also we have a new logo, right? And thanks for Nulltech for editing this amazing ASCII art. Certainly looks, you probably agree, way better than our previous quick hack. What did we, so graphene, so let's emerge graphene depths. Actually, we can do missing only for, let's see what happens. Let's continue that a short while, like only 5 or 10 minutes, then I need to go play with Junior and stuff, dinner. And in the meantime, yeah, amazing release, perfecting our release distribution here, ongoing live on YouTube. All major bugs fixed. As usual, it took a while. One major regression by my own. It should be like, yeah, like 24 hours or so. As I do, I probably capture the full screen. Yeah. Oops. No, I'm not sure I want to delete that scene. I should have imaged that verbose. Why does this have shared files? That is not cool. Maybe what I really hate on this modern packages, maybe. Also, this is also failed. Yeah. Maybe it installed a new version of glib. I really hate that. Maybe it was too old and yeah, shit, it fucking, I really, this is such a disgrace and anti-pattern of building sub-projects just because the system version is not new enough. That sucks so much. Now it basically messed up my system. I really hate that. That is hilarious. It's linking. What is it missing here? Oh, it's PCR. So only the tests are failing. I could theoretically, like, maybe it's actually the best to disable the tests as a little bonus. But do I have working copy changes in here? Hey, not too much. And this is okay. Whatever. Test boolean. Because we don't need to waste build time for us and every user to build tests that nobody's interested in. Was it? I hope it was tests. I wonder if you hear the fans in the background. They're of course in hyperventilation mode. Unknown target with Arch ARM version 6-A plus FP. I guess that failed though with... It's a little bit silly. And I said it in the previous live stream that I'm totally not a fan of this ARM nonsense there. It probably fails the same for the ARM version 7 build. I also wonder why is the first dot now sometimes disappearing. I wonder what... This is a recent thing and only occurring when I work from the Mac terminal for some crazy reason. Error while loading shared libraries. Maybe it's simply installed. Oh no, this actually looks right. It is possible, so this is an old installation. It is possible that this AArch64 build has some configuration marginality. Like this one here. That probably shouldn't be in there. This is also wrong. Why is this on? Pro tip, your configuration needs to match what you're freaking building. How much stuff installed something now? It's a little bit dangerous now. I hope it rebuilds. Because uninstalling that now wiped some shared potentially wiped some shared files with glib, which it unfortunately sub-project built and clobbered into my system. Thanks for that. Maybe okay, people can hear the fans here. They are. If you want, I mean, you wouldn't have to run the fans so aggressively. I mostly do that so it turbo boosts higher. Of course, the CPU can get warmer, but I mean, it already throttles down, right? If you have the 7000 Ryzen at below 70 degrees, it obviously boosts higher. So yeah, it is. I mean, if you, because the thermal delta with your water loop is still, as this is an AI OSUC and ZXT Kraken, Z7030. But yeah, it heats the small room here well, that's for sure. But yeah, the thermal delta is still so 32, let's say 80 to 30, 50 K, 50 Kelvin, 50. Did I say 50? Cooling performance wise, it doesn't matter that much if you have 5 or so K less delta for your ambient temperature with your water loop. I only run it that aggressively because I want more boosting, right? And obviously, I mean, the cooler the Ryzen is, not that one day. Also, it jumped there to the temperature readings, also garbage. I saw there 90 for a brief second, so yeah. But if you want a quieter thing, I either compile less or don't run the fan so high. Anyway. So much to fan tuning tips here live on this channel. Let's hope that works better this time. And then we call it a day. Family is soon waiting. So is this in lib? I wonder though, maybe there's so much. As more as I do, the more I can add to the to-do. Theoretically, if we wanted to support multi-lib on ARM64, which I guess we have here somewhere. Oh, right, before I forget, theoretically somehow prevent modern G packages to build updated sub projects, and the other here is ARM, Rust no ARM, EG5T. Actually, I did that already for the most part. Amazing. Another check. So check hard flow, default ABS stuff. I guess we checked that enough. Isn't it amazing that, like, when you actually work on quite some things. Research ARM Neon. How was it? Did we? I guess Mesa drivers built. I think this was running with the wrong ARM version, whatever subvariant. Firefox doesn't build though, and I patched it away. Here, so ARM GCC, and then also default to lib64, which others, because if we do multi-libs, then we obviously can't have the 64-bit libraries here. So that build now finally is still some shared files. That is not ideal either. But what did we want? Graphene. We wanted Mutter. Let's see what other crazy stuff it needs. And then we call it a day. Any minute now. So yeah, I hope you learned something. Yeah, temperature differences in Kelvin, you know. Not Kelvin absolute, but as in temperature difference. G settings, JSON GNOME settings daemon. Oh, so it needs quite some things. So that is, do we really want to cross compile this, right? So just to have a minimal nicer, or like to have a significant, potentially significant nicer than Blackbox Window Manager. If this needs 20 dependencies, then not. Do I build this with missing only because I mean, we don't need all, and some, it's like, where's even my, I always get so confused when I, oh, this is right. If you use Mac terminal versus VM versus, it's like, and then plus garbage layouts. It's like, Maybe I should never adopted the Mac German layout for all the special characters, like where they put all the braces, curly and angle. Yeah, I mean, maybe I built it for the fun of it and excessive testing, but yeah, maybe I don't want to support cross-compiling all this stuff. Also, maybe some of the steps are old. Let's try with steps none and see how much major non-optional stuff is really missing. And then we really call it, yeah, 20. Maximum 7 minutes. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And if you want to support this crazy endeavor here, this adventure, this quest of supporting everything between the sun and the moon and vintage and retro architectures, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Maybe Patreon, GoFundMe, or GitHub sponsorship, or YouTube membership, or super thanks and chats. And so yeah, it wants in more stuff. So I remember this somehow. I also really don't like that system, that core system stuff needs geolocation. I'm totally not agreeing with that. But leave in the comments below what you think. I understand it's for like time zone and temperature widgets and weather widgets and stuff, but like you had one job and this dependency nightmare is simply outrageous. Geo whatever, what was it, libgeolocate, glib. How did this fail? Maybe I should actually install PCRE2. How does it fail? I really hate when I don't see the error instantly. But yeah, I think Matter is nodded. I hear some geo of... Why did this fail? Maybe some other gear missing? I'm not declared here? Struct G time valve. A lib soap maybe? Warning. Like maybe we need a new lib soap. Lib soap 3, lib soap I don't know what, lib soap. Also emerge. I think we have too many soap packages. Ah, darn. Maybe our default Rizzle dependency. Also, this looks vastly implausible. Is this a super outdated package even, or some stuff? Also 01. Doesn't even download. Cool. But that's anyway an old version. So yeah, this it's probably lib soap. Why does this fail? Could not freeze. I wanted lib soap. There is something though. Not sure if that fixes that. Maybe it does. Probably doesn't. That's the only constant is change and regressions. Anyway, I probably didn't read all comments, but if you want comments read, then you need to super chat them, obviously, like on all channels, although I usually try to read most. Probably read most. If I forgot something major, leave it in the comments below, drop me an email. And I hope you learned something. Have a good day or night. We have some stuff building. And I hope to see you soon for the next fun stuff and more low-level code and the microkernel to come. Nothing like clicking in here some merchandise, because you obviously need a T2 cup or shirt for Thanksgiving or Christmas or other seasonal holidays. What's here with our lip soaps that build? Not sure why data didn't do that, but here it is. Why do you want something Wayland based still? What do you mean with that? Wayland is the future and high performance and stuff. So yeah, it was not this, what was it even? What failed there? Was it, was this kilocode stuff? Did this finally... now that built, so maybe this lip soap. So we are one GNOME desktop. Yeah, but I'm not doing this, so this is probably too many freaking dependencies for my taste. So we fixed one thing with an update, so the only constant is change and finally not a regression. But it's like, oh, DTK4, of course. Yeah, it's... You had me at all those dependencies, so Mutter probably is not it. Also, wait a second, this is not, you know what, I probably need, I definitely need to improve our emerge experience. I was totally aware of it, but for example, some stuff like, probably if you specify a package, and actually like, I need to put it on to do, otherwise I forget about it. Be a professional, have a to-do list. Additionally to your web-based issue tracking stuff. Actually, this should be probably high priority of like if you have a typo there that should error out. This is, of course. Anyway. So, that's it for today. Have a good day or night and see you next time.